Hey, it's your favorite local realtor, Eren Millam with Premier Property Group. Today we're going to be reviewing a video about staging. In this clip, she's going to make some suggestions and we're going to see if they're accurate or if they can be improved upon. And if she doesn't say exactly the things that I think she's going to say, or if she says things a little bit differently, then we'll go over those at the end. So let's take a look.
And so let's talk about how important staging is. It's huge. Research now shows that you can earn up to 10% more on the sale of your house if it is staged. So first, let's just talk about what we mean by staged, and then I'll share 3 of our top staging tips with you to make sure your house is totally ready to go, and that most importantly, you're going to get the most money possible for it.
She's not wrong. Staging is huge. It's like the difference between taking photos with your phone of your home and taking professional photos. Granted, cell phones today are really good, but if you don't know about the lighting or the angles or how to compose a photo, then you're going to put out an inferior product. It's the same with staging. A vacant home feels cold and uninviting. Not to mention it makes the space feel a lot smaller. If you're living in your home, there's some easier ways to stage, which I hope she covers, and if not, like I said, we'll cover it at the end.
You need to take out 50 to 75% of the stuff out of your house. You can put it in boxes in the garage. You can order a pod and have it come, brought to your house, load it up, and then they'll take it off site and store it somewhere else. Yes, this costs money, and we understand that. Selling your house, unfortunately, costs money. But like I said, if you know you're going to make up 10% in the end, renting a pod is totally worth it.
Excellent. Notice that she said 50 to 70%, not 100%, because you don't want your home totally vacant. However, you do need to store up everything you don't use on a daily basis, such as your knickknacks and home decor. Furthermore, you need a place you can store your daily items that you would be able to put away very quickly at a moment's notice. I say this a lot, but it bears repeating. Once you decide to put your home on the market, it becomes a house and a product, and you need to set it up in a way that buyers can picture putting their stuff in it.
And here's what happens. When a buyer goes into a house that is staged, they linger. They look around. They start to talk about, oh, we'd put our couch there. I'd hang my TV on that wall. Oh, maybe we'd change the paint color to this. Oh, look at the view out the window. They notice the architectural details of the house and all the things we want them to notice.
And it's like we're on the same page. Let's continue.
Here's what happens when we go with buyers in a house that isn't staged. So maybe the sellers still have family pictures up. Maybe they have, the kids' sports schedules on the fridge. What happens is buyers walk in and they feel like they're intruding. They feel like they're in somebody's house and they get distracted. They get distracted by the wedding pictures and the pictures of the kids and the grandkids and the trophies. And, oh, I wonder if my son's in the same T-ball. Do we know this family? And they're thinking about the family that currently lives there and not about where they put their couch. And so what happens when we go into a house that isn't staged is they get distracted by this other stuff. They want to get in and out quickly because, again, they feel like they're intruding or trespassing on somebody else's house. And they don't take in the important things. And so we leave and we say, oh, what did you like about that house? What stood out about it? Or at the end of the day when we're okay, we saw 5 houses today. Which one stood out? This house, it could have had beautiful granite countertops and hardwood floors and a main floor master, everything they were looking for, but it didn't register with them because they were thinking about if their kid was on the same T-ball team or not. Or, oh, I wonder if it's made too hard for them to move. It looked like they had a lot of stuff. We'd really like to get it in 4 weeks. Maybe that'd be too hard for them. Maybe we should go to this house where we felt no personal connection to the current sellers. We're not worried about putting them out. They look like they've already pretty much moved out and they could accommodate our quick close, or I already know where I'm going to put my couch. This house felt moving ready to us. This house didn't register with us. And so that is why staging is so important. We want people to come into your house. We want them to linger. We want them to imagine where they're going to put their dresser.
Going back to my example of cell phone photos versus professional photos, you want to make sure your home is shown in the best light possible. Can you sell without professional photos? Obviously, you can. But how much money are you leaving on the table? And another thing to think about is staged homes sell faster. So put your best foot forward and get the best results.
To make sure all of your closets and your cupboards are no more than half full. So yes, buyers are going to look in everything. They are going to open the washing machine. They're going to look in every cupboard, every closet, every cabinet. They want to know, is all my stuff going to fit in here? Does this have a good amount of storage? What is everybody worried about? Storage. So by emptying out your cupboards and your closets to half full, it feels very spacious. It feels like there's more than enough room to accommodate all of their stuff. It doesn't matter if the reason you're moving is because there's not enough storage, right? That doesn't matter. What matters is that when they open the cupboards and the drawers and the closets, they feel that it's spacious. And if they're overflowing, they say, this house has a storage problem. It doesn't matter that you just have too much stuff in it. So again, is this a lot of work? Yes, it is a lot of work, but you're going to do it at one point, right? Eventually you have to clean out those closets, whether you do it on the front end or when you're ready to move. And so why not do it on the front end and get the most money possible for your house?
This is a great point here she makes at the very end. You have to pack up your stuff sometime anyway. Might as well do most of it at the beginning so your home sells for more. And then at the end, you'll have less work to do, especially under that time crunch of closing day. One point we disagree on is that she is saying that everything should be at 50% or less. I think that's too much. It's starting to feel like a vacant home. So the rule of thumb in the industry is 2/3 full for your closets. The best way to picture this is imagine a bookshelf. And if you have it 50% or less, it's going to look empty, like you don't have things. So it's going to make it look like you have less storage. However, if you have it 2/3 full, it's going to look like you have a ton of stuff and you can still fill it up with even more. Not only that, but it just looks more appealing. Take a look at the comparison here. The picture on the left is staged 2/3 full, while the one on the right is at 50%, maybe a little bit lower. Which one is more appealing to you, and which one shows the house can hold all of your stuff?
Is to add in some current pieces. So linens are huge. Bathroom towels, get some fake greens, go to Marshall's, go to TJ Maxx, grab stuff that looks current. So focus on linens first, like throw pillows, towels and hand towels, and curtains. Just adding some current pieces of those can make your house feel newer. Even if it's older and outdated, if you put in current linens, it can feel much newer.
I can see what she's saying here, but it's a little too risque for me. Some of the photos she shows of the linens and the pillows don't match the rest of the decor of the house. It can kind of look tacky a little bit. And then further in the video, which we won't show here, she suggests buying this equipment to stage the home, and then once you sell, return it. That is a little shady in my opinion, and it takes advantage of a return policy that's going to ruin it for the rest of us. That said, one of the best things you can do in order to update your house and make it look newer is the doorknobs and the handles for your cabinets. The round doorknobs that are also gold in color are no longer in style, so feel free to go a little bit more trendy here.
And so I hope a realtor that you hire would offer this service. They might not go as far as bringing stuff over for you, but they might. And so definitely ask them about this because it is so important. They might charge you like $100. It's worth it just to have someone come through with fresh eyes and give you ideas. Most stagers will work with your existing items. If you want to go to the next level and actually hire a staging company that brings in outside stuff, it usually is worth it, but your realtor will be able to advise you with that. If you don't feel like your realtor is giving you suggestions really freely, remember that we work on commission and we don't like to offend people. And so not every realtor feels comfortable really voicing their opinion and telling you, yeah, you need to get that extra furniture out here. You need to get this stuff out of here. So ask them. Say, We know staging is important. We're willing to do whatever it takes to get top dollar for our house. So we've taken it as far as we think is good. Will you please tell us what else we could do? Give them permission, ask them for input, and then you might get more helpful information out of them.
So yeah, there's quite a few options when it comes to staging. You don't have to pay top dollar to get a staging professional in your home to take advantage of staging techniques. Some realtors may have supplies to help you stage your home, while others, like me, have been trained in staging, so I help you to use your own stuff to stage your home. Most of my clients prefer this option anyways, just because they still have to live in their home. They want to be able to sit on their couch. And sometimes we'll rearrange the furniture a little bit to improve the flow of the home. Most of my clients can deal with this because we're on the market such a short time. I've also created a free staging guide for you to use if you so choose, and I'll leave a description of that I'll leave a link of that in the description below. So if you have any questions or you're having a disagreement about how to stage and you need a neutral third party to be the judge, leave a comment below. If this was helpful to you in any way, consider giving it a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss any need to know information about our current real estate market. Again, I'm Eren Millam with Premier Property Group, and never settle for less than extraordinary.